broadcast of Lumberjack softball here on KOFE 1240, your home for Lumberjack sports. We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, we wouldn't be able to bring you these broadcasts of Lumberjack sports. Now we're going to go ahead and head down to the softball field where Tim Parrish is waiting to give you the pregame show right here on KOFE. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the game. Go Lumberjack!
And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish here at Freeman High School in, I believe it's also Freeman, Washington, home of the Scotties, as Lumberjack girls get ready to do battle with the Scotties out of Washington. Lumberjack boys are scheduled to play today as well. They're playing at 4:30 just back behind us. Sadly, I can't see the scoreboard. I don't believe that our games are going to be done here for the girls in time to be able to do the boys broadcast or do the boys game. So we will have this girls game for you, and that'll probably be about it for the afternoon. But anyways, we've got some softball action. It is currently right around 49 degrees here. Feels like it's about 44 with the wind chill, and it is mostly cloudy skies this afternoon, but it looks like it's going to be a pretty decent afternoon for some softball action here once again from Freeman High School. Once again, I'm Tim Parrish. This is 1240 KOFE St. Maries Lumberjack Sports. We're going to take a quick break, get our YouTube stream audio up on the air as well, and we'll be back with a little bit of a pregame show here for you as the Lumberjack girls get set to take on the Freeman Scotties.
T1FCU's Ascend Checking is a simple free checking account that gives you the flexibility to earn dividends. Plus, get anytime account access with online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and no minimum balance requirements. So level up your finances with an Ascend checking account. Learn more at t1fcu.org/ascend. T1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch. Breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Maries.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Maries community for their fundraising efforts and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjack!
Attention high school sports fans. Are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Idaho needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Maries community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
Tim Parrish back here at Freeman High School. Lumberjack girls softball as St. Mary's gets ready to take on the Scotties of Washington. Taking a look at the record for your Lumberjack girls, they come into today's game with a 6-2 record. 6-2 record overall. They lost the first game of their season, which was a doubleheader against Clearwater Valley. That one was in extra innings. It was a good game, and I lost that game 1-0 in early season action. They bounced back in game number 2 that day over in Clearwater Valley, as beating the Rams 9-0 in that game. In the third game of the season for the girls, they hosted a tough Timberlake Tiger team, and they lost to Timberlake by a score of 4-1. And again, that was just some early season stuff. They had a few errors and things that cost them a few runs, but things have started to get rolling, especially in conference play, as they have played 2 conference opponents in their last one. Wow, they've played 5 games. All 5 of those games have been conference league games. 3 games against Kellogg, 2 against Grangeville, and they beat Kellogg 13-0 in that first game. Then they beat Grangeville 11-0 and 10-5, and then 10-5 in Grangeville, or actually that was in Orofino. And then they hosted Kellogg, and they beat Kellogg 10-0 in both games in that afternoon of action. So they come into today's game with a 5-0 record in league play. And this game, obviously not a league competition, as it is a team that is Washington school, so it doesn't count that way, but it will be on the record, of course. Taking a look at the team statistics, batting average for the Lumberjack girls, they're batting about 267 on the early part of the season. I'm sure Coach Watkins would like to see that a little bit higher. 64 runs have been plated by the Lumberjacks on 62 hits, 50 RBIs, 11 doubles, 7 triples, and 2 home runs by St. Mary's on the season. In the fielding categories, let's see if we can find fielding. St. Mary's has a total of 14 errors, so you can kind of see they have had some struggles in the error category. No double plays. Their fielding percentage, though, is .923, which is a pretty good fielding percentage. They have had a total of 183 chances and 148 putouts. In the pitching category, Tacey Watkins, of course, doing what Tacey does. She has an earned run average of 0.57 on the season, a 6-2 win-loss record, and she has 49.1 innings pitched, 18 hits, 9 runs. only 4 of them were earned runs. She's got 7 walks, and already through just 6 games, is it 6 games? 8 games? Through 8 games, she's already has 112 strikeouts on her senior year. She's faced 186 batters, so that kind of tells you the numbers there. She struck out 112, and only 74 of them have put the bat on the ball against Tacey. So again, she's a senior, doing what Tacey does in the pitching circle, and having a great senior year. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and give you a quick look at the Freeman Scotties.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
And we are back here at Freeman High School, home of the Freeman Scotties. Lumberjack girls softball getting set to do battle here this afternoon. The coaches and the captains meeting with the umpires now at home plate. We're about 4 minutes away to getting things going. Taking a look at the Freeman Scotties, according to Max Preps, they have a 1-1 record. They beat Medical Lake 14-4, but then they lost to Cole Valley 10-0. So I don't know what to expect out of Freeman. They are early on in their season, and their stats really don't show much. It only shows one game played on the statistics, so there's not really much to show there as far as batting averages and everything. They don't even show any totals really for that, so I don't know if they really keep track of too much. Their pitching, their fielding percentage looks like it's .792 for one game. Ripke looks like she's one of their top pitchers, maybe, or even maybe Sefton. Anyways, the pitching is Sefton and Ripke so far on their schedule, or on their stats that I have. Ripke has an earned run average of 1.75, and there's no wins or losses or anything like that. Ripke has 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, 22 batters faced. So that's just about all I've got on the Freeman Scotties. So I won't have any stats for individual players for the Scotties, just for the Lumberjacks. Taking a look at something that's coming up here in the near future. The Vet Center, the Veterans Outreach Dinner, is going to be taking place in St. Mary's. It'll be on Saturday, May the 20th at 6 p.m. at the Eagles Lodge. That's at 707 Main Street. It'll be a prime rib dinner, $25 per person. You must be purchase tickets prior to the event, or $25 if you get your tickets prior to the event, the early purchase tickets, I guess. $30 at the door. Children under 12 will get Maui steaks, and those are $15. They say to please RSVP. They'll have a gun auction and an auction to follow the dinner. They got several guns to auction, a very special one-of-a-kind large caliber antique rifle with bullets, shells, dies. It is a long-range rifle. It is valued over $5,000. You must be present to learn the make and the model. They do need auction items. All proceeds will go towards the new building for the Veterans Outreach Center. You can contact Don Ekman at 245-4796 or Hank Thornton at 582-4330. Since we're that close, let's go ahead and grab our tablet here and let's take a look at the lineups that we've got for both teams. And it will be, of course, the home team on defense first in this one. Scotties will be in the outfield. And in the pitching circle will be Harper Sefton for the Scotties. Behind home plate will be Paige Lockmiller. Over at first base is Isabel Silva. Second base is Madison Brebner. Over at third base is Chloe Adams. It'll be Kaylee Ripke at shortstop. Brooke Berglund in left field. Center field is McKenna Finley. And right field is Ella Jones. For the Lumberjacks, I don't quite have it set up correctly. Well, I can't get you that here in just a moment. Let's see. The first 3 batters, or the batting order for the Lumberjacks, looks like this. 1 through 9, Anna Sandy, Berkeley McGrail, Tacey Watkins, Stacy Mitchell, Mia Asbury, Danica Sloper, Michaela Spray, Brenna Elliott, and Maddie Thomas. In the outfield, let me find my picture of the lineup that I got. So pitching, of course, will be Tacey Watkins at behind home plate, Brenna Elliott. Over at first base, Mia Asbury. Second base is Berkeley McGrill. Third base, Danica Sloper. Shortstop is Anna Sandy. Over in left field, Michaela Spray. Center field, Maddie Thomas. And right field will be Stacy Mitchell. We're going to take one more quick little break, and then we'll come back with the first pitch. Any adventure, any task, any time, there's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Don Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Don Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com. And we are back, getting ready for the first pitch. Leading off for the Lumberjacks, it will be the number 9 of Anna Sandy. Anna on the season batting .321. She has 9 runs, 9 hits, 4 RBIs, 2 doubles, and a triple. Pitching for the Scotties, like I said, is Harper Sefton. And we're ready to get things rolling as Sandy steps into the batter's box. On deck is Berkeley McGrill. Sefton gets her signals from Lockmiller behind home plate. First pitch on the way. That's kind of an off-speed pitch. Nice-looking pitch, and it's going to catch Sandy watching to see where it's coming. It's going to be a called strike one on that first pitch. Next pitch on the way. That one is going to come across kind of low. Nice heavy swing at it. Strike 2. First 2 pitches, not a lot of speed from Sefton. Pitch on the way. That one comes across up high. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Sandy. First batter of the game. Next pitch. That one's going to be popped up into left field, and it's going to be bobbled and dropped by Brooke Berglund, and it's going to be an error on that left fielder. High fly ball that ends up with a, not really a base hit, but an error for Sandy. That'll bring up Berkeley McGrill. Berkeley batting .259 on the season. She's got 11 runs on 7 hits, 6 RBI. First pitch, a little high, ball 1 to McGrill. Sandy sits at first. Sefton rocks and fires. That pitch is looped up on the infield. It'll be caught for the out, and the Scotties get the double play as Chloe Adams comes up, makes the catch for the fly out from third base. Gets the throw over to second for the double play. Or the throw over to first for double play. So 2 outs, nobody on. Brings up Tacey Watkins in that number 3 slot. Watkins batting .296 on the season. 8 runs, 8 hits, 6 RBIs. First pitch is going to be fouled back for strike number 1. Didn't mention when McGrill's up to bat, but she has a home run on the air. St. Mary's has 2 home runs. McGrill and Thomas have those. On deck for St. Mary's, Stacy Mitchell. Pitch on the way. Ground ball right back to Sefton. And Lumberjacks start off a little bit slow. Ground ball, ground out. 3 up and 3 down for the Lumberjacks. As that will retire the sides. No runs, no hits, no error. 1 error by the Scotties. Nobody left on base. Going into the bottom of the first inning, Lumberjacks and the Scotties tied up 0 apiece. It will be McKenna Finley, Chloe Adams, and Kaylee Ripke, the first 3 batters for the Scotties when we return.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to safety. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the Hot Deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night, or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler drops in the toilet, to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. And we are back. It is Tacey Watkins in the pitching circle for the Lumberjacks. As I mentioned earlier, she's got her pretty impressive early season stats with an earned run average of .57, 6 wins to 2 losses, 18 hits, 9 runs, 4 earned runs, 7 walks, 112 strikeouts on the year, and 186 batters faced. She's only hit 3 batters as well. Leading off for the Scotties is McKenna Finley. Behind home plate for St. Mary's is Brenna Elliott. I know I already kind of outlined the outfield for St. Mary's. We'll get it to you again. Over at first base is Asbury. Watkins steps up, rocks and fires. First pitch fouled off, strike 1. Second base is Berkeley McGrill, senior as well. Danica Sloper over at third. Anna Sandy at shortstop. Senior Michaela Spray in left field. Maddie Thomas in center. And senior Stacy Mitchell over in right field. Next pitch on the way. Comes across a little low. Gets a swing at it. Strike 2. 0-2 count now to Finley. On deck is Adams. In the hole is Ripke. Watkins rocks and fires. Swing to miss. Strike 3, and the first batter retired by Watkins. Brings up Chloe Adams for the Scotties. On deck is Kaylee Ripke, and the hole is Isabel Silva. Next pitch on the way. That one misses low. 1 ball, no strikes to Adams. 1 out, nobody on for the Scotties. Pitch on the way. Again, a little bit low. 2 balls, no strikes. Watkins looks into Elliott, gets set, rocks and fires. That's a nice looking pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 2 balls and a strike now to Adams. And Elliott looks over to the dugout. I think she gets her signals from coach. Rocks and fires. Next pitch, grounded down to the first base line. Asbury is able to scoop it up and touch the base to get the out for the ground out at first base. So that's 2 down for the Scotty. Brings up Kaylee Ripke. Elliott gets her signal. Signals out to Watkins. Watkins steps on the rubber. Rocks and fires. Pitch on the way. That's going to be a called strike 1. 0-1 count to Ripke. 2 outs, nobody on for the Scotties. Watkins sets up. Pitch on the way. Fouls that one off. Strike 2 to Ripke. 0-2 count. Watkins steps up, toes the rubber, looks in, rocks and fires. That one's going to be fouled off. Count remains 0-2 to Ripke. Trying to make Watkins either earn the strikeout or get on base, of course. Is Ripke. 0-2 count. 2 outs. Pitch on the way. That one is a high fly ball, and it's going to be caught by Watkins for the out. That will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody on base for the Scotties. Into the top of the second inning, there is no score. And it'll be the number 4 batter, Stacy Mitchell, with Mia Asbury on deck, Danica Sloper in the hole when we return.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips, they're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
Do you need help finding that perfect gift? Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care experts help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Now we are back. It'll be senior Stacy Mitchell leading off for the Lumberjacks. Her batting average 267 on the season, 8 runs, 7 hits, 2 doubles. The Chamber of Commerce Spring Fleeing, St. Mary's Chamber of Commerce Spring Fleeing is coming up April 28th. They'll be honoring Business of the Year, Organization of the Year, Person of the Year. Get you more information on that here in a moment as Mitchell waits for her first pitch from Sefton. That one is going to sail on Sefton, gets away from her a little bit. Ball one up high. Mitchell waiting for the next pitch. Sefton on the rubber. Rocks and fires. That's going to be a line drive, but it's going to be foul down the third base line for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mitchell. Mitchell waiting for the next pitch. Sefton looking in, gets her signals. The wind, the pitch on the way. That one's going to be a little low. 2 balls and a strike now to Mitchell. Coach Watkins over here at third base doing his coaching there. Got Krumhauer over at first. Next pitch on the way. That one's up high as well. 3 balls and a strike now to Mitchell. You're listening to the home of Lumberjack Sports, 1240 KOFE, St. Mary's. Sefton looks in, delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Sefton. Strike 2, runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Haven't seen any real speed out of Sefton yet, but she's doing something that catches them off guard on those good pitches. That one's going to be down in the dirt. Ball 4, and the Lumberjacks earn a walk in their second at-bat. That sends Mitchell down to first base. Mia Asbury steps to the plate for the Lumberjacks. Asbury, a sophomore, batting just 0.91 on the season, 4 runs, 2 hits, 6 RBIs, 1 double. On deck is Danica Sloper. Sefton fires the pitch. Nice pitch, strike 1. And very close play over at second base, but they say Mitchell slides in under the tag and gets the stolen base. So runner in scoring position for the Lumberjacks. A 1 pitch on the way. Up high. We've got 1 ball, 1 strike to Asbury. 1-1 pitch on the way. That's a ball. It must have missed his outside. I'm just off to the side of the Lumberjack dugout, down the third base side of the field. So I don't have a direct sight down the... I actually think they might have called that a strike. That one is going to be hit into center field. They will make the catch in center field for the out. Stacy never tagged up coming over to third. And luckily the ball was not thrown very well into the third baseman, and it got away, and Stacy is able to get back to second base without getting out. So Lumberjacks with 1 down, runner on second base. Brings up Sloper. Sloper, first pitch swing is a foul ball, strike 1, and Sloper on the season, she's a sophomore, batting .333. 5 runs, 7 hits, 7 RBIs, 2 doubles, 2 triples, so she's had a very effective season so far in her sophomore campaign. 0-1 count to her, though. Next pitch is going to hit her, and she'll head down to first base as it got her in the thigh. That'll bring up Michaela Spray with 1 out, runners at first and second. Michaela Spray, a Lumberjack senior, batting .312 on the season. 3 runs, 5 hits, 3 RBIs, 1 triple. On deck for St. Mary's, Brenna Elliott. In the hole, Maddie Thomas. Sefton looks in and delivers the pitch on the way. That one's going to be down low. Going to be a passed ball that will advance the runners to second and to third. So Sloper at second. Mitchell at third. Spray batting, 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch on the way. That is going to be hit out into center field. It will be a base hit and 2 RBI. A 2 RBI base hit by Michaela Spray. And it's just not really a super hard hit ball, but just over the head of everybody out in the center field. And 2 runs come across. Spray at first base, 1 out. Brenna Elliott at the plate for the Lumberjacks. Elliott batting .409 on the season. Swings at that first pitch. Strike 1. A wild pitch is going to be, I don't know if it's a wild pitch or a pass ball, but it advances Spray over to second. So Elliott batting .409 on the season. 9 hits, 4 RBIs, 3 doubles. She has not scored a run yet on the season, though. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2, 0-2 count to Elliott. On deck for St. Mary's, bottom of the order, Maddie Thomas, the center fielder. Sefton gets her signals. The 0-2 count, the pitch on the way. That one left a little high. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Elliott. Sefton looks in. Pitch on the way. Foul ball down the third base side. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Runner at second base for St. Mary's. A couple little sprinkles falling. Nothing big. Sefton toes the rubber. Ready's the next pitch on the way. That one's going to be down in the dirt. Ball 2. And Michaela Spray will get over to third on a pass ball. Runs the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Elliott. Full count pitch on the way. That one's going to be down low. Ball. Oh, it's a full count. My bad. That's 3 balls, 2 strikes now. I thought I got that wrong a moment ago. So Elliott with 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at third. The wind, the pitch on the way. That is going to be a high foul ball caught by the catcher. Lockmiller makes that catch in foul territory for out number 2. Brings up Maddie Thomas, the bottom of the order with 2 outs. Michaela Spray sitting at third base waiting to be brought home. Maddie Thomas on the season, .222 is her batting average. 7 runs, 6 hits, 6 RBIs, 1 double, 1 triple, and 1 home run. First pitch, I believe, misses for ball 1. Sefton gets her signals, rocks and fires. Pitch on the way. That is hit deep into foul territory. 1 ball, 1 strike. That was hit all the way over into the track, into the football field. Is just behind us, kind of, to the left of us. 1 ball, 1 strike to Thomas. The pitch on the way. That pitch down low. 2 balls and a strike now to Thomas. Sefton rocks and fires. That's a line drive into the center field. Scooping it up in center field is McKenna Finley, but it's a base hit with an RBI. Three runs across for the Lumberjacks in the top of the second inning. Top of the order for St. Mary's, Anna Sandy reached on an error in her first at bat. First pitch up high. One ball, no strikes to Sandy. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Ground ball to the third baseman. She's going to drop that, and then everybody will be safe on the air. So Anna reaches on an error once again on a hard hit ground ball, or a medium hit ground ball to the third baseman. So the fielders for the Scotties having trouble holding on to those balls early on. That's actually the third baseman's second error, as she was the one to drop that first one that Sandy hit. So runners on first and second brings up Berkeley McGrill, and Berkeley flew out her first at bat. This time she's going to hit that out into right field. It's going to drop over the right fielder's head. That's Ella Jones. One run will score, 2 runs will score, and then it's going to be a double for Berkeley with 2 RBIs. And then she gets over to third base on the throw. So that'll bring up Tacey Watkins with 2 outs. Runner at third base for St. Mary's. 5 runs across here for the Lumberjacks in the top of the second. Ground out for the first at bat by Watkins. She's going to ground that one to the second baseman. The throw to first in time, and that will retire the sides. But the Lumberjacks come up with 5 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error, 1 left on base. Going to the bottom of the second inning, St. Mary's leads at 5-0 over the Scotties, and it will be Isabel Silva on in the batter's box with Lockmiller on deck and Jones in the hole when we return for the Scotties.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Idaho.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back. A little bit more about the spring fleeing. Let's see here. That's put on by the Chamber of Commerce. Business of the Year that will be celebrated is Syringa Health and Wellness. Organization of the Year, the Veterans Outreach Center. And Person of the Year, Hank Thornton. We'll give you more in a moment as we've got the batter ready to go. It is Isabel Silva. First pitch fouled off. For strike 1. On deck for the Scotties is the number 10 of Paige Lockmiller. Next pitch fouled off as well. 0-2 count now to Silva. Everybody readies after the foul ball. Firing the pitch. Kind of a reach down, but she's got a battle, so she keeps her plate appearance alive with another foul ball. 0-2 count to Silva. A little bit of sun kind of peeking out from the clouds. Rock and the fire and a swing and a miss. Strike 3 will retire Silva. Brings up Lockmiller. On deck is Ella Jones, the right fielder. In the hole is Sefton, the pitcher. Watkins fires the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Going to be curious to kind of find out. I need to talk to Watkins, Lane, or Brianne and find out the number of pitches and the speeds that Watkins, Tacey is throwing at now. That next one is a swing and a miss for strike 2. I think last year, if I remember, she had 4 or 5 pitches. I think might have been 5. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that's 2 down. It'll bring up Ella Jones for the Scotties. On deck Sefton. In the hole, Berglund. Ella Jones, the right fielder. That pitch, surprisingly to me, looked a little low, but it's going to be called strike one. Next pitch on the way. That one's a called strike. That one looked like it might have been about the knees. Jones, a little bit taller girl. Down quickly in the count, 0-2 to Watkins. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike three. And that will retire the sides. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. 3 strikeouts for Watkins. Into the top of the third inning, St. Maries leads it 5-0. And it'll be Stacy Mitchell at the plate with Mia Asbury on deck and Danica Sloper in the hole. Back to the Chamber of Commerce Spring Fling. It'll be held on April the 28th. And it'll be at the Elks Lodge. The social hour will begin at 5 p.m. Dinner's going to be served at 6 by Drumming Up Barbecue. The award presentation and auction will follow. In addition to recognizing these award recipients, the Spring Fling serves as the largest annual fundraiser for the St. Maries Chamber of Commerce. Funds raised at this event are used to promote commerce and tourism in the area, including events and activities. Donations are welcome. Tickets are $30 each, now available at Blue Goose Sporting Goods, Shift and Grind Coffee. Get your tickets early, as the event is expected to sell out fast. If you have questions, call 208-245-3563. And I wanted to make a mention of the Shift and Grind. If you haven't checked them out yet, you need to check out their new location, Day Shift and Grind. They have a yogurt bar, so a little something new over there. And I just noticed in this email from the Chamber of Commerce, there's also a schedule for the 2023 St. Mary's Summer Sunset Concert Series. It'll begin on June 2nd, will be the first night, and it will feature the Tamarack Ridge Band for that first night of the Summer Sunset Concert Series. Stacy Mitchell up to the plate for the Lumberjacks. Sefton to pitch, and Mitchell walked her first at bat. On deck is Asbury. Big swing and a miss. Strike one to Mitchell. Coach Watkins telling her to watch the ball. Next pitch, swing, and that is going to be hit hard, but it will be a foul ball. Strike two. 0-2 count to Mitchell. Sefton looks in, gets her signals, steps up to the rubber, delivers the pitch, comes across low, ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Mitchell. Sefton looks in. Rocks and fires. That pitch is going to be a high foul ball right over into the, just over the fence. I had to keep an eye on that one. I wasn't sure if that was coming down on me or the folks next to me, but luckily it missed everybody. Count remains 1-2 to Mitchell. Sefton looks in, trying to get the strikeout. Mitchell, of course, trying to get on base. The wind, the pitch, and there's the strikeout. As gets her swinging at a slow off-speed pitch. Brings up Mia Asbury with 1 out and nobody on. Asbury flew out to center field in her first at bat. On deck, the 15 of Sloper. Asbury waiting for her first pitch of her second at bat. Sefton looks in, rocks and fires. Big swing at a high pitch. Strike one to Asbury. Sefton waiting for that next pitch. She rocks in her stance, fires the pitch. That one's going to miss up high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Asbury. Once again, top of the third inning, 5-0 Lumberjacks lead. Nobody on for St. Mary's, one out. Next pitch called strike two. That pitch looked right down the middle. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Asbury. One-two pitch on the way, a little low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, evens up the count. Two-two pitch on the way. That one's up high. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Asbury. Once again, nobody on. 1 out. Top of the third inning. Lumberjacks lead the Scotties 5-0. The pitch on the way. That's a good pitch, and Asbury watches it go by. She's going to strike out looking. Not what you want to do. Okay, 2 outs. Nobody on for the Lumberjacks. Brings Sloper to the plate. She was hit by pitch in her last at bat. Michaela Spray on deck for the Lumberjacks. Stepton gets her signals. Rocks and fires. Swinging at that one is Sloper, and that one's going to be fouled off over into the football field where the track team for the Scotties is practicing. 0-1 count to Sloper. Stepton gets her signals, rocks and fires. Oh, and again, Sloper is hit. So 2 at-bats for her, 2 hit by pitches. That'll bring up Michaela Spray. Michaela hit that single out to center field in her first at-bat. On deck is Brenna Elliott, and in the hole is Maddie Thomas. First pitch to Spray, high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Spray. Next pitch to Spray, down low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Michaela. Next action for Lumberjacks, I believe, is Saturday. I think it's just the boys. They are going to be hosting Bonner's Ferry for a doubleheader. I think it was just the boys. That's a strike. I will double check everything, because if it's not the just boys, then we will probably be carrying the girls' games. Done the last several boys' games, and about 3 boys' games in a row, I think, or maybe 4. Next pitch on the way. Ground ball to the third baseman. She's going to scoop the throw to first in time, and that will retire the sides on the ground out. A pretty good inning for the Scotties on defense. There was no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base for St. Mary's. Into the bottom of the third inning, St. Mary's leads it 5-0. Lumberjack softball on 1240 KOFE. Harper Sefton, the pitcher, will be batting when we return.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and Lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benoit, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
Now we are back. Leading off for the Scotties is their pitcher, Harper Sefton, her first at bat. On deck will be Brooke Berglund. In the hole is Madison Brebner. They're in the bottom three of their lineup. First pitch going to be fouled off for strike one. Casey has thrown a total of 22 pitches so far, 20 strikes and 2 balls. Sefton, on the other hand, has 32 strikes, 22 balls for a total of 54 pitches. Next pitch on the way. That one is going to be a strike. I don't think it was a foul ball. 0-2 count to Sefton. Ever heard one of the Kellogg softball players giving high praise? Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. High praise to Tacey Watkins after they played last week. Talking about how crazy good she is as a pitcher. One down, nobody on. Brooke Berglund steps up. That pitch comes across low, ball 1. Only the third ball thrown by Watkins. Next pitch on the way, swing and a foul ball, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. On deck, Madison Brebner, nearly back to the top of the order for the Scotties, with Finley waiting in the hole. Watkins steps up, gets her signal, now delivers the pitch on the way. That's going to be a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Berglund. Watkins has 5 strikeouts already. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is strikeout number 6 for Watkins in the match. They'll bring up Madison Brebner with 2 down, nobody on for the Scotties. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 1. I know one of the pitches in Watkins' arsenal is a rise ball. That could have been that. Next pitch on the way. That one misses, I think, outside and high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brebner. Rock and fire. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Brebner. Once again, 5 runs across for St. Mary's. We are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that will retire the sides. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Into the top of the 4th inning, the Lumberjacks lead it 5-0 over the Freeman Scotties. It'll be the number 8 batter, Brenna Elliott, at the plate when we return.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Maries Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Maries is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Maries, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjack!
And we are back. Brenna Elliott steps to the plate for the Lumberjacks. On deck, Maddie Thomas. In the hole, the top of the order, Anna Sandy. Brenna hit a fly out, her first at bat. That one was into foul territory where Paige Lockmiller was able to track it down from the catcher position for the Scotties. First pitch on the way. A little high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Elliott. Sefton looks in, gets her signal, sets and fires. That was going to be in the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Sefton gets her signals from Lockmiller, getting some signals. Now readies herself behind home plate. Robinson fires the pitch, the swing, and it's going to be a foul ball. 2 balls and a strike now to Elliott. Elliott readies herself back in the box. Sefton looks in. Readies herself, fires the pitch on the way. Again, that pitch is going to be fouled off. Count is now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Elliott. No outs, nobody on for the Lumberjacks. On deck is Thomas, center fielder for the Jacks. Sefton sets up, fires the pitch up high. Runs the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch on the way. Gonna leave that one in the dirt. Ball 4 will put Elliott on base. Brings up Maddie Thomas. She had a single into the gap between left and center. On deck, top of the order, Anna Sandy, the shortstop. In the hole is Berkeley McGrill for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's leads it 5-0, top of the 4th inning. Sefton gets her signal, rocks and fires. Up high on that first pitch to Thomas. Ball 1. One 0 pitch on the way. Ground ball into the gap. That'll get out into left field for a base hit. Thomas is going to head around to, or actually Elliott heads over all the way to third. Runners at the corners now for the Lumberjacks. With no outs, brings up Anna Sandy in the top of the order. Sandy reached on 2 errors in her first 2 at-bats. Pitch on the way. Hard hit ball right to the third baseman. Everybody will be safe. We actually have a different third baseman in there too, I believe. We've got, looks like Ella Jones just came over to third. That might have been that right fielder that went out there. We'll take a look at that in a minute. So in play, hard hit single. Ground ball, brings in a run. Runner still at the corners. First pitch, ball 1 to McGrill. McGrill, a fly out and a double in her first 2 at-bats. On deck is Watkins for the Lumberjacks. Next pitch, going to swing at that. It's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. They're going to try to turn the double play. They can't do it. Fielder's choice, though, and an out for St. Mary's on that one. I don't think anybody scored. So runner's still at the corners now, and that brings up Watkins with 1 out. Watkins ground out and a ground out in her first 2 at bats. First pitch comes across low, ball 1. One 0 pitch to Watkins on the way. That one's going to be a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Watkins. St. Mary's with 1 out, runners at first and second, or second and third. 1 run across for St. Mary's in the top of the 4th. Next pitch, big swing, kind of a change-up looking pitch, off speed. Strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch on the way. That one is swung on, hit high out into center field. Finley for the Scotties is going to track it back and catch it just before it gets to the fence. One run will score on the tag up. And McGrill makes it over to third. So a sacrifice fly. Let's cancel that and put it in as a sacrifice fly. So 2 runs across for St. Mary's in the top of the 4th. First pitch fouled off by Mitchell. Mitchell will walk and a strikeout swinging. 2 runs across for St. Mary's in the top of the 4th. They've extended their lead to 7-0 over the Scotties. On deck will be Asbury. 2 outs. Next pitch on the way to Mitchell in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sefton now with 71 total pitches, 30 balls, 41 strikes. Pitch on the way. Watkins took a hefty swing at that one, or not Watkins. Mitchell took a big swing at that one, probably shouldn't have. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, as that one came up short of the plate. It is a passed ball, though, and it will get McGrill across the plate for the 3rd run of the inning for the Lumberjacks. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mitchell, 2 down, nobody on the bases. Lockmiller finds her spot behind home plate. Everybody ready to go. Sefton delivers the pitch, swing, and a foul ball by by Mitchell. Keep on calling Watkins for some reason. On deck is Asbury. In the hole is Sloper. They reset after the foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes still to Mitchell. Sefton looks in. Rocks and fires. Up high on that pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Mitchell. Baseball game underway over at the field across from us. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. That one might have been high and outside. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Mitchell. 2-3 pitch. Oh, gonna ring Stacy up on a called strike 3. Caught her looking, and will retire the sides. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on base for the Lumberjacks. Going into the bottom of the 4th, St. Mary's leads it 8-0 over the Scotties. At the top of the order for Freeman, it'll be McKenna Finley leading off when we return.
We are Dairy West. That means we are milk people, family people, animal people, people people. We are environment-loving people, giving back people, job-creating people, and glass all the way full people. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
Nice weather is coming, and maybe the winter was hard on your deck or your dock. 10th Street Lumber is your decking headquarters for all of your decking needs. From Trex decking to wood decking and beyond, 10th Street Lumber in St. Mary's can have your deck or dock looking brand new. Stop by today and see Pat or one of his hardworking employees to see what they have. 10th Street Lumber wishes the Lumberjacks the best of luck.
And we are back. Looking to see if I can find somebody to get some updates on the boys' game as it is going on. See if we can find somebody over there. First pitch to Finley, fouled off for strike 1. Next pitch on the way. That one gets away from Watkins a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Next pitch, fouled off once again. 1 ball, 2 strikes to McKenna Finley. McKenna struck out swinging in her first at bat. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Strike 3 for out number 1. Brings up Chloe Adams, who had a ground out in her first at bat. On deck is Ripke, in the hole is Silva. Nobody on, 1 out for the Scotties, bottom of the 4th. First pitch a little bit high, 1 ball, no strikes to Adams. Watkins delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Adams. Watkins, the pitch on the way. Called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch on the way. That's going to be called strike 3. I'm going to catch her looking. 2 outs, nobody on for the Scotties. Brings up Ripke. She had a fly out to Watkins in her first at bat. On deck will be Silva, the first baseman. First pitch fouled backwards, strike 1. A little sunshine shining on the field here. Next pitch on the way. Ground ball. Coming up on it is McGrill, and she's going to get the flip to Asbury for the 3rd out to retire the sides. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base for the Scotties. Casey Watkins throwing a no-hitter at the moment. Into the top of the 5th inning. St. Mary's leads 8-0. Middle of the order for St. Mary's when we return. It'll be Mia Asbury up the bat.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. As winter drags on, you still need to stay warm and keep your animals fed. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's has all of those needs and more covered. You can stop by Triple X Feeds and pick up wood pellets for your pellet stove and pet food for your indoor or outdoor critters. Also, as spring grows closer, that means 4-H season. If you have a 4-H member in your household that raises turkeys or chickens, talk to Triple X Feeds about getting your 4-H project. Triple X Feed in St. Mary's.
Now we are back. Another quick update for everybody out there. Golf fans, the Marzulli Golf Tournament will be held June 17th. That's the only thing we've got at the moment. If we get more information, we'll let you know all about it. But Coach Chase has posted that. The golf team has posted on Facebook. The Marzulli Golf Tournament will be held on June the 17th. Leading off for the Lumberjacks is Mia Asbury. She has a fly out and a strikeout looking. On deck is Danica Sloper. Pitch on the way, down low. 1 ball, no strikes to Asbury. Top of the 5th inning, St. Mary's leads 8-0 over the Scotties. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, or strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. One count to Asbury. No outs. Next pitch on the way. That one's going to be fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Asbury. One, 2 count to Asbury. Pitch on the way. That one's going to catch her in the hip, and she'll be hit by pitch. Third hit by pitch by Sefton in the game. That'll bring up Sloper. Sloper was hit by pitch twice. And on deck will be Michaela Spray. In the hole is Elliott. First pitch, swing and a miss by Sloper. Kind of an off speed there, change up type of pitch. 0-1 count to Sloper. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 count now to Sloper. Pitch on the way. That one sails a little bit on it. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sloper. Sefton rocks and fires in the pitching circle. That's going to be hit high and foul. It gets over the top of the dugout. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Danica Sloper. Once again on deck is Michaela Spray. In the hole is Brenna Elliott. No outs, runner on first for the Lumberjacks. Top of the 5th. Lumberjacks lead 8-0. Pitch on the way. That one's going to be down low. Asbury gets a stolen base there as she gets over to second base. Puts a runner in scoring position for the Jacks. 2-2 pitch. Inside, I believe. Ball 3. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that pitch is low. Should be ball 4. Runners at first and second now for the Lumberjacks with no outs. Brings up Michaela Sprague. Grounded out to the third baseman in her last at bat. First at bat was a single into center field. Brenna Elliott on deck. Maddie Thomas in the hole for the Jacks. First pitch a bit high. Ball 1. Oh, 1-0 pitch. Left high again. 2 balls, no strikes to Spray. Two 2-0 pitch on the way. That one must have been outside. 3 balls, no strikes to Spray. .3-0 count to Spray. Sefton rocks, fires the 3-0 pitch. That's hit into left field. It'll be a base hit as it rolls out to the left fielder. Sloper not paying attention to coach. She holds up at second base. So it's an RBI single for Michaela Spray. Brings up Brenna Elliott with no outs. On deck, Thomas. Elliott, a fly out and a walk. First pitch misses outside. Ball 1. .1-0 pitch on the way from Sefton. Swing and a foul ball. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Elliott. Nobody out. Runners at first and second for St. Maries. They've got 1 run across. They now lead 9-0, top of the 5th. Pitch on the way. That's going to be hit out into left field. Left fielder's trying to catch it in the sun. It's going to be over her head into the fence. It'll be, we've got runners at 2 bases now. We had two runners at one base for a minute, but a run does come across as Sloper scores. We end up with runners at second and third. We almost had two at second, though, as Spray held up at second base as Elliott was coming over, and the throw to home was able to get everybody safe. First pitch can be a swing and a miss to Maddie Thomas. Maddie is 2 for 2 with two singles. First pitch is a strike one swinging. St. Mary's now leads 10-0 over the Scotties. Top of the order for St. Mary's. No outs will be top of the order after Maddie. That one's down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sefton with 96 total pitches in this one. 43 balls, 53 strikes. Next pitch on the way. He's going to swing at that one for a foul ball. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Thomas. One ball, 2 strikes to Thomas. No outs. Runners at second and third for the Jacks. Pitch on the way. That one's going to be in the dirt. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got that crowd mic going. You can probably hear the girls in the dugout next to me. Next pitch on the way. Swing, and that's going to be hit into left field. See if anybody can make the play on that one. Center fielder can't get it. It's going to be off the fence, and they're going to get 1 run across. Elliott held up at third, and a double by Thomas. That one came off the fence. Maddie Thomas came up a little gimpy after that one, so we're going to get a courtesy runner for her. Kendra Nicholson, I believe it was. Two balls and a strike to Sandy. Next pitch, I believe, made it 3 balls and a strike, I think. Next pitch, foul ball. Should be I think it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. I think it's a full count. It is. Full count to Sandy. Next pitch is going to be in play. Second baseman for the Scotties makes the catch for the first out. So 1 down now for the Lumberjacks. They have 3 runs across here in the top of the 5th inning. Berkeley McGrill up to bat. She has a flyout, a double, and a fielder's choice, and it'll be Tacey Watkins on deck. Ball 1 down low. I was wanting to look in the stats and stuff I have and see if there was the graduating year for the Scotty players, but they did not have that on there. Next pitch called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to McGrill. 1-1 count. Pitch up high. 2 balls and a strike now to McGrill. Next pitch on the way. That's going to be fouled off. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to McGrill. Two count. Sefton gets the signal, rocks and fires the pitch on the way. Line drive just beyond the outstretched glove of Finley in center field. 1 run comes across, 2 runs. McGrill going to come around on a triple. Scores 2 more runs for St. Mary's. They're up 13-0 over the Scotties. Still just 1 out. And we have a mound visit for the coach. Looks like he might make a pitching change here, so we'll take a break.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Heidi Kruger, your St. Mary's Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Heidi Kruger is a proud sponsor of the Lumberjacks on KOFE. For all your investment needs, call 208-755-5294 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
When your car's not running right, you want an honest mechanic that provides quality work at an affordable price. That can be tough, unless your dad owns a repair shop. But in St. Mary's, times have changed. You have Jim's Auto, and they treat every customer like family. Get everything from regular maintenance to major repairs done at Jim's Auto and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto doesn't just offer oil changes. They're a full-service shop. Jim's Auto can diagnose that check engine light, change your brakes, and fix your alignment. Ask about Jim's Auto's new Express Lane with same-day or next-day oil and tire services. And don't forget, Jim's Auto is an authorized Tire Pros dealer with nationwide warranty, service protection plan, and free roadside assistance. Jim's Auto and Tire Pros located at 69 Milwaukee Road, St. Mary's.
And we are back. Kaylee Ripke takes the place of Sefton in the pitching circle. She'll face off against fellow pitcher Watkins in the first at bat, and it's going to be a low pitch on that first one for ball 1. Ripke looks to have a little bit more speed than Sefton did. Her warm-up pitches, though, they seem to be all low, but she's just got to probably get worked in. Next pitch on the way. Again, down low. 2 balls, no strikes to Watkins. I'm not sure. I think Sefton might have been with center field. We have quite a few changes, actually, in the outfield as Finley came over to third base. The 2-0 pitch on the way. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. They're going to try to hold McGrill at third, but they aren't able to do so. They do get the out on the ground out to first base, though. That'll bring up Stacy Mitchell. 2 outs for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's has 6 runs across in the top of the 5th inning. They lead 14-0 over the Scotties. Mitchell, a walk, a strikeout swinging, and a strikeout looking. First pitch called strike one. Next pitch on the way from Ripke, and she's looking in, actually getting her signal. Pitch on the way. Strike two. 0-2 count to Mitchell. A little bit different delivery and everything from Ripke than from Sefton. Of course, you'll see differences in pitching styles. Rocks and fires. That one's going to be down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mitchell. Ripke steps back up. Readies herself on the rubber. Rocks and fires. That one's going to be down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mitchell. On deck for the Lumberjacks will be Asbury, and the hole will be Sloper. St. Mary's does have 2 outs. Nobody on. Two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that will retire the sides. Lumberjacks do come up with 6 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors, nobody left on base. Into the bottom of the 5th inning, St. Mary's leads 14-0 over the Freeman Scotties. And middle of the order, basically for Freeman, it will be Silva at the plate with Lockmiller on deck when we return. We all remember Heidi's Sandwich Shop. Well, Heidi's is now Nellie's Kitchen. Nellie's Kitchen offers the same great menu, the same great service, and the same great food. Stop by Nellie's Kitchen today and try their new breakfast sandwich, the Nellie, or have a fan favorite, the Slumgolian. Nellie's Kitchen is open Tuesday to Friday, 7 to 11 a.m. for breakfast and 11 to 3 for lunch. Also open Saturday and Sunday with all-day breakfast. Eat in or call in your order at 208-245-2223. That's 208-245-2223. Nellie's Kitchen, located at the River City Mall in St. Mary's.
T1FCU's Ascend Checking is a simple free checking account that gives you the flexibility to earn dividends. Plus, get anytime account access with online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and no minimum balance requirements. So level up your finances with an Ascend Checking account. Learn more at t1fcu.org/ascend. T1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
And we are back. The Lumberjacks are 3 outs away, I believe, from finishing this game up. The Scotties need 5 runs here in the bottom of the 5th to keep things rolling. Watkins with just 42 total pitches. Pitch, a swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Silva. On deck is Lockmiller. Next pitch on the way. Swing and miss. Strike 2. Watkins, 12 batters faced, 9 strikeouts. Next pitch on the way. That one misses a little high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Off-speed changeup there by Watkins, it looked like. Swing and miss, strike 3. 10 strikeouts now for Watkins in the contest. Brings up Paige Lockmiller, struck out swinging her first at bat. On deck, the number 9 of Ella Jones. Swing and miss, first pitch, strike 1. Next pitch on the way. Called strike 2. 0-2 count to Lockmiller. Pitch on the way. That one a little bit low, a little bit outside maybe. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch on the way. Just misses outside, I guess. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Evens the count out. 1 out. Nobody on for the Scotties. High and maybe outside. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Lockmillan. Pitch on the way. That one gets away from her. Ball 4. And Watkins has the first walk of the game. First runner on for the Scotties. 1 out. Runner at first for Freeman. Brings up Ella Jones. Strikeout swinging her first at bat on deck. That's going to be a strike. Have 6. Next pitch. Strike 2. So number 6 is on deck for the Scotties. I don't have a 6, at least not on the stat sheet I had. There might be in the roster. 0-2 count to Jones. That pitch misses a little high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count remains. Reset after the foul ball down the first baseline. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one is left low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Swing and miss. Strike 3. 2 down for the Scotties. Will bring up the number 6. Let's see if I've got a 6. Sirna Fedler. First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. On deck, the 16 of Brooke Berglund, the left fielder. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That will retire the side. And I believe complete. Well, this is Washington. I'm not sure that the rules are, the umpires shaking hands. And we are done with this game here from Freeman. Lumberjack girls get the win, improved to 7-2 on the year. And give you a quick rundown of the box score. Then we'll take a break and go over a couple of stats. But the Lumberjacks had 5 runs in the second inning, 3 runs in the fourth, 6 runs in the fifth, to give them 14 runs on 9 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. It was a no-hitter for Watkins as the Scotties got on base with 1 walk in this inning, and that was about it. They left the 1 runner on. They committed 2 errors, and the Lumberjacks win it 14-0. We'll take a quick break and come back with some statistics for you.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Maries.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-3600. 2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Maries community for their fundraising effort and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjack!
Now we are back as Lumberjacks get the 14-0 victory over the Freeman Scotties, improving their record to 7-2 on the year. The last 6 games now for St. Mary's have been 10-run rule games as the Lumberjack girls have gone on a roll. St. Mary's today batted .375 on the game. Lumberjacks had 9 hits. Let's see, the leading batter was Maddie Thomas, as she had a perfect day today. She had 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 at-bats, 2 singles and a double, and 2 RBIs on the day. Michaela Spray batted .667 today. She had 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 singles, and 2 RBIs. Berkeley McGrill had 4 RBIs. She batted .500, 2 runs, 2 hits for her, 1 double, 1 triple. And that's basically the brunt of the stats here. Stacy Mitchell did not get on base in this one. And Tacey Watkins also struggled a little bit today, did not get on base. She did have 1 RBI. Anna Sandy had an RBI for the Lumberjacks. And Brenna Elliott also had an RBI. Looking at the pitching for the Lumberjack girls, strong as always from Tacey Watkins. 5 innings pitched, faced 16 batters. She ended up throwing 13 balls, but she was in the single digits of balls thrown in all the way up that last inning. 48 strikes, just 61 pitches, no runs. There was a no-hitter and no runs on the game. Watkins struck out 12 and walked 1. So a good day out for Tacey Watkins. I'm going to have to keep track. I think she has at least 2 no-hitters on the season. Fielding for the Lumberjacks in this one, they had no errors. They fielded a perfect 100. They had 15 putouts. And let's see, to show their total chances, does not show that here. But they had a perfect day in the putout category with the 1 assist as well. That was by Berkeley McGrill. And that will do it for us here from Freeman High School, as the next games are this Saturday. Bonners Ferry comes to town. I cannot recall if it was just boys or if it's boys and girls. If it's boys and girls, we'll be covering the girls' games, but I'm going to have to double check and find out because I don't 100% remember. For some reason, I was thinking it was just boys, but I could be wrong. So we'll let you know more on that probably tomorrow, at least on our Facebook page or something like that, to let you know what the upcoming coverage will be on Lumberjack Sports for their spring seasons. Boys right now playing across the way. I'm going to get stuff put away and go check out that boys game a little bit, see how things are going for them. But that is going to wrap it up here for us from Freeman High School. Once again, Lumberjack girls improved to 7-2 on the season with a 14-0 win in 5 innings over the Scotties. Have a great day. We'll see you back here for our next broadcast of Lumberjack Sports.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjack!